All right, guys, welcome back to Frugal Homestead. So today I want to take you guys along an upgrade we did to our wood burning furnace. Now, for those of you who don't know, we heat our whole house with a wood burning furnace that we put in this building outside due to insurance purposes. It's not efficient. We are working on ways to up the efficiency and also working on ways to reuse the heat that gets captured in this building. But for right now, I want to show you what we did that made a huge difference and I never thought it would. All right, guys, you're gonna have to bear with the sound in here because the blower's on. But here's our wood burning furnace. It's a Dhaka, and you'll notice the Plenum on top. Now, down here, I got a cold air inlet cut in the wall. It does have an ash pan that's sealed, and that is a spring adjustable damper that can self-adjust as it gets too hot. Now, we put this in and I've been using it for years under the impression you are not supposed to have anything really in the pipe. All the damping should be done from the front. This is a sealed system. But we made one huge change you guys got to check out, and that's back here because we put a damper in. And guys, it's been a game changer. As you can see, it's almost closed completely right now. And this thing, guys, is amazing, the change it's made. It really has. I can't even put into words how much different this thing is now. All right, guys, so I brought you on top of the house because I want you to see the stovepipe here and how it's lower than the roof level. That was done on purpose because our prevailing winds come from there because it's clear cut all the way through down to town. So because the trees are cut, the wind blows straight across here. And in the dead of winter, when there's no leaves, it's even worse. So what you see here is the damper closed up is restricting the heat from being sucked out the top. This is important, guys, because I didn't even realize it back in the day, but it was sucking the heat right up out of the pipe. Even though it's lower, the heat was ripping right out the top of that. So per the company, and actually per any company, I tell you, if you have a sealed system, you're not supposed to use a damper. Now, it does make it harder to clean the pipe, but I'm not stressing it. Really, I can drop a chain down there and just pick it up, pull it down, back and forth, and knock this stuff off around that damper. I don't have to take it apart. But I end up changing that lower elbow collar about every 2 years just because I'm worried about safety. That's just me. So doing that, I get to clean it out every 2 years, but I also clean it out, like I said, with a chain up and down, and then I have it completely out because I put a shop vac with a special sleeve on it up in there and suck out that top ledge because particles and stuff build up on that top ledge and ash and other things. So by cutting this off though, I'm not sucking the heat out the way originally it was. I can't imagine when we hit full-on winter and everything is like nothing but a wind fest up here and we're pulling 20 to 40 mile an hour winds consistently, how much more heat we're gonna get out of this thing. So one of the main ways I could tell this is really keeping the heat in is the ambient temperature in here, but also the fact that it's not every time I open the door trying to suck it completely up. But that doesn't mean it's not without its cons, because being closed like that, with this open, when I go to throw a piece of wood in here, I have to get it done and get it closed because these stoves, these Dhakas, are especially known for letting smoke out when you open them. Now, it is supposed to have a flap that goes on right here, but I would just knock it off every time I threw a log in so we don't use it. But one of the tricks I've found is if before you open the door, you open up the ash pan down here and let it suck air out, then when you open the door, it sucks out most of the gases and smoke. So there is a workaround, or you can go to the back and open the actual damper in the back before you open the door, and that should solve the problem for the most part. So overall, that was about a $18 upgrade altogether. I just bought the whole piece inside there because it was just easier. Lifted my stovepipe up a few inches, slid it in there, and actually it has been a very amazing upgrade to our wood burning furnace. Now, I'm not going to say this is going to work for everyone because everyone's setup's going to be different, but I would start taking temperature readings of your stovepipe and take temperature readings of your stove. there really should be a big disparity between the two. That's how I figured out what was going on mine, even though mine's triple insulated pretty much from the top up. But I was getting temperatures up that pipe that were way too hot. I was getting temperatures at the cap site that were way too hot. I was losing heat out left and right. And it wouldn't be something you'd think about because, like I said, it's below the cap up there. I mean, it's below the roof line and it still was sucking out heat. So something to think about. I'll be honest, if it's not hard to adjust your system, I would stick one in. It's worth $18 to me to try it. And if it didn't work, hey, you're out 18 bucks. If it does work though, boom. Capturing more heat is amazing, especially when your system is not a real efficient like ours is here, being outside. But with that said, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like this kind of content, make sure you go down, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell so you see all of our upcoming videos. Make sure you leave us a like, give us a comment, let us know, do you have a rear damper on your system? Are you running a wood burning furnace, and what other tricks have you found to make yours more efficient? I really have been thinking about watching all these other guys install catalytic systems in these, or ways to upgrade this, or maybe even just pulling the unit and putting a catalytic one in. Not really sure. I'd love to have a boiler, I just don't like their price point. But with that said, I will see you guys in the next one because I got firewood to bring in.